Hello everyone. So today we will be dual booting Windows 11 with Ubuntu 22.04, that is the Jammy Jellyfish version. So first of all, you have to start your VirtualBox. We will be dual booting Windows 11 on VirtualBox with Ubuntu 22.04. So here I already have a Windows 11 virtual machine. So I'll just clone it, and for Windows 11 installation you can refer to my other video that's on the same channel. So first of all you will have to install Windows 11, which I already have. So I am just cloning it, and in that video you can just follow the steps wherever you need to dual boot. Just follow the exact same steps and you won't have any troubles. Also, if you face any troubles, so you can just skip to the end of the video, and there I have made some troubleshooting things. So you can just see those things. You can just see all those troubleshoots and check if they work. Now here we are in the settings, and just make sure that these settings match with yours. In the system setting, the main thing which you have to check is this boot order. It should be hard disk, optical, and then floppy, and these three should be ticked. And what if it is not the same, you can anytime use these buttons to just change the order, and just make sure that this order is maintained: hard disk, optical, and then floppy. Also, for dual booting, this option is very important. Enable EFI special OSs only, and the rest things you can leave as it is. The graphics controller is VBox SVGA, and here in the storage thing, we already have Windows 11. So what we have to do is that we have to add Ubuntu ISO file. For that, I'll just browse to my PC, and here I have my Ubuntu ISO file. So I am choosing it. Now go to that Ubuntu ISO file and check this option, slice CD DVD, and just remember this thing, that it is SATA port 3. Now click on OK and start the virtual machine. Since it's only Windows right now, so Windows has started. As you can see, this is my Windows. What you have to do is that you have to go to the Windows settings, scroll to the end, and in the recovery section you have to click on advanced startup options. Here restart with the advanced startup options. It will ultimately open your boot options. As you can see, this is my boot menu. So here you have to choose this option, user device, and here you have got many options, these all, but you have to choose the Ubuntu one. So for that we can just check here that it was SATA port 3 where our Ubuntu ISO file was mounted. So just search for the VB3 option. There is VB1, there is VB2, and here it is VB3. This is our Ubuntu ISO. So as you can see, it started. Now here you can do both things, try to install Ubuntu or Ubuntu Safe Graphics. I'll go with the Safe Graphics version. As you can see, now we have the Ubuntu install menu. So click on install Ubuntu, then just select the keyboard layout, which is English US for me. Now here we have got these options: install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware and additional media format. You may or may not select it. Since I am doing basic installation, so I won't be needing it. So I'm just unchecking it for now, but you can select it if you want. Now this is the main thing, that we have to install Ubuntu alongside Windows Boot Manager, because that's what a dual boot means. So we have to select this option and click on continue. Now here is the space allocation. Since in my Windows I have selected 100 GB, so out of that 100 GB I'll allocate some space, some of my virtual hard disk to Ubuntu. I'll be selecting 40 GB and click continue. Now select the location. You may select anything, but I would prefer selecting India only. Now this is our user details, whichever user will be created. So my name will be 2101 CS58 and the username for my VirtualBox will be 2101 CS58. Sorry, 2101 CS58 underscore Ubuntu. Okay, it's not accepting, it's accepting only lower cases only, so I'll keep it Ubuntu underscore CS58. Then you can choose a password and okay, this time it's correct, and here we go. It's correct only, but okay, I'll remove the CS58 part and enter CS58 Ubuntu. Okay, so it's accepted now and we can proceed to the next step. As you can see, this step was already started when we were selecting a username and everything. You can just click here and see the process. Also here we have a catalog of Ubuntu features, so you can just click on the arrow keys to see them. As you can see, this step, retrieving file, this is not a necessary step. You can skip it if you want, and since I don't have enough patience, so I'm going to skip it. You can also wait if you want. So the installation is complete and it's asking for a restart, so just restart it. Looks like it's stuck, so what we are gonna do is that we'll just power off our virtual machine and restart. As you can see, we have got a grub loader. Here you can this will always appear at the beginning of our virtual machine. Here you can select whether you want to boot into Ubuntu or boot into Windows. First I'll show you how Windows is working. As you can see, our Windows is working properly. This was our Windows, and I'm going to restart it and I'll show you Ubuntu now. As you can see that there is a grub menu which I told you earlier, and just click enter, and here it started. This time we have booted into Ubuntu, earlier it was Windows. Now as you can see, I have got my username here and I'll enter the password. So here we are, welcome to Ubuntu, and this is our Ubuntu. So we have successfully dual booted Ubuntu 22.04 alongside Windows 11. So the purpose of this video is complete. Now I'll take you to the troubleshooting section where you can see how to troubleshoot any issues which might occur. Okay, so the first issue which you might face is that when you go to restart and restart it with advanced system options, advanced startup options, then the user device option does not appear. For that, I'll just show you. Okay, so the first thing which you might face is that whenever you restart it with advanced startup options, then the user device option does not appear. Just let it restart, and here, as you can see in the boot menu, you can't see the user device option. So the reason for this is that while installing the virtual machine, you haven't ticked the enable EFI option. So you can go to system, and as you can see, this enable EFI option is not ticked. Even if you check it right now, it won't work. So the fix for this is that you have to reinstall Windows with this option enabled. So the second thing which might happen is that when you have enabled the enable EFI option, then on starting the virtual machine, this this interactive shell opens, and as you can see, it's written UEFI interactive shell version 2.2. So how to go past it? So there's an easy command. Just type reset and hit enter. Now when it has restarted, now click any key and it will just take you to the Windows installation. Okay, so our third issue is that whenever you boot into Ubuntu, the username and nothing shows up, just a blank screen. As you can see, it's already stuck, and sometimes it opens up and the username and your user is not shown. So for this, you have to just power off the machine and then go to settings, choose display, and then choose VMSVGA. Now this is the most compatible one for Ubuntu, and this time Ubuntu should open properly. as you can see, Ubuntu has started properly, and you can sign in this time. So that's all for dual boot, and thank you.